Carcila Royolazo Rodrigo, a retired medical doctor. Hailed from San Jose, San Nicolas, Pangasinan. Her primary and elementary years were spent in San Jose Elementary School. Then went to Manila and enrolled at UST High School. This was followed by studies in pre-med and medical college at the same university. She was awarded a medical degree on 1965. She left for US in 1966 and did her postgraduate training in general practice and OBGYN. She is married to Dr. Bernardo Rodrigo, my grandpa, who preceded her in coming to the US in 1964 for postgraduate training in general practice and anesthesia. Both were trained in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, during which they were blessed with 2 children, Melissa and Ross. After training and a few tryouts in different states to private practice, the family finally settled in St. Louis, Missouri, where they practiced their professions for almost 25 years. For her, family and motherhood was always a priority, but getting herself involved in school functions, such as volunteering in student health clinics, nursing bruises and cuts to the kids, getting involved in school fundraising and school trips to the side. In church, she was a choir member and a Eucharistic minister in parish. Professionally, she became a staff physician in ambulatory medicine at John Hopkins VA Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri for 22 years, where she was founding Women's Health Clinic for women veterans. All these years, she was a member of the Philippine Medical Association of Greater St. Louis, a group of Philippine physicians formed in 1970s to promote educational and charitable activities, conducting annual medical and surgical missions to the different Philippine provinces where medical care is inaccessible. A scholarship foundation was also a branch created within the association towards qualified and indigenous medical students in 6 Philippine and 3 Missouri medical schools. Graduates have helped man the medical missions for years, practicing their specialties, which was considered a part of their community services. She held different positions in the association as the secretary, treasurer, and eventually the president. She retired after her children finished college and established their own livelihood and became independent. In retirement, which occurred almost the same time as a couple, they continued their passion for travel. In 2005, during the first San Nicolano reunion in Las Vegas, a decision was made to make this event every year, which led to the formation of San Nicolanians worldwide in 2008, in which she became the first president. Please welcome Dr. Carcila Royolazo Rodrigo, the president of San Nicolanian worldwide.
Thank you, Lisan. Your grandma is talking in front of the microphone. Good evening, everyone. Kakaiyan, kakapagyan, ken gagayam. Maragsakan na nga makilangan kada kayo itatangarabi. Ken mangi baga iti mission nga kapo iti San Nicolas. Back in 2008, everyone is so passionate about giving back to our beloved San Nicolas. We saw the struggle of the students, especially, and of the parents in trying to give education to the children. And at that time, San Nicolanians Worldwide was founded,
Incorporated and made to be a non-profit 501c3 organization. The dream at the time is that we put our hands together to make this a viable vehicle in trying to support our Kakailians. Throughout the years that we have gathered together, the Grand Iniliw, which was held every 2 years, we have progressed into a bigger number. And we had attained the peak of the association way back in 2009 and 2011. But from then on, it's flat. What I'm referring to is the funds that we should have available in trying to support our cause. So far, we had 3 medical missions, 2000, yeah, what year was those? But 3 medical missions going back 2015, 2013, and 2011. Those 2 days, we delivered some care to our Kakailian, almost numbering to 1,500, mostly children. And it was heartbreaking to see that still a lot of them were not helped. But tell you, the medical missions we did, and we are delivering in San Nicolas, to me is just a drop in a bucket, because we only give temporary or patch-up aid to those who are sick. And sometimes, with the short period of our 2-day medical mission, there are so many patients that sometimes it's so hard to give quality care. Although we try to combine it with education, preventive measures, and also maintenance therapy, to me, I don't feel like, it's enough. But what else can we do aside from medical mission? All of us were able to further our lives, our success, by having good education. And that's the number one that we can award, or at least, help them with. As our San Nicolanians worldwide, our mission is to support community services here in the U.S. and in our hometown. And to pursue that objective, the different aspects that we try to help with is the charitable, educational, and scientific ways in order to help. Now, what is it that we should be doing, or we can do? I think just even quarter or $1 for each of the members of the San Nicolanian worldwide, which is a lot, a lot in number, that becomes a multiplied to 42 or 45 times pesos. Of course, everything is getting more expensive in the Philippines, and sometimes it's not enough in order to cover the expenses. This last medical mission, that is the most expensive medical mission and Grand Iniliw that we have done. But did you have fun for those who have gone home? Yes. Did you? Okay. It is something that put together by our San Nicolas chapter. And they work hard in order to get this program going. However, in any kind of event, there's always dissatisfaction, there's always a kink, which in the future constructive effort should be done in order to avoid such kinks. But those things come with growing, the growing pains, as we say. So I think with patience, with perseverance, with focusing our attention to what we are here for, I think we can accomplish something more and something big. And I don't know what direction, or how to direct the association now. But what we have met after the medical mission during the meeting of the officers, or part of the officers, because not all of us were there, we decided not to go on with the medical mission, but to channel in different direction scholarship. Maybe not in terms of long, college courses with degree, but we can help those who need training, vocational schools, which is cheap and short, and they can earn their livelihood. And that's one of the things too that we have considered when we had a meeting in 2008 or 2009 during the hosting of the Corvid, in their picnic. And that was the best year, Roger. So we made a lot of money at that time, and we had big dreams. And there was a time wherein we had the chance to progress, keep on going. There are, of course, obstacles. But I think we should not let those obstacles deter what we are aiming for. This coming 2017 is our 17th Grand Initiative. And who among you are planning to come and enjoy the event? Are there any? I know some. But this is a chance for us to reassess this situation at home. Although I am not expecting that we can solve every problem, because some of them are too big, to handle. And there's so much political intricacies that we have to go through. But we are not getting involved with politics. We're not. We focus on what we are aiming for. And if we can do that, I think we could, feel good about what we're doing. True, we enjoy a lot of these social gatherings, and it's so nice to know almost everyone, although don't bank on me that I'll remember all your names. Because I was a barrio girl, and most of the time I know more of the town, residents than my husband, who was reared in the Ili. But I enjoy knowing everyone, how successful you are, and how the children, the second and the third generation, are faring. And we are very proud. Sanniculanians, rise up and get our focus, our aims, to be realized. So I congratulate all the officers of the Southern California, Sanniculanian Pangasinan, Southern California, for the many objectives that they have been accomplishing, and scholarship. If we can support some scholarship, maybe the remaining balance of the fund will be geared towards a scholarship. And Mr. President, how much do we have?
you like me to announce it?
Yeah, go ahead, because they want the
Transparency.
the operations report, the financial report.
Well, what's left in the bank account and has been there for a while, it's $9,367.14.
There you are. Thank you. That is a seed money. And imagine that money, if we can increase it tenfold, can we do that? Can we do that? Increase it tenfold before we pass this world?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. But how?
Bring the grass in the back.
Okay.
Get back here.
That's what I'd like to hear from you, because it's so hard,
Bring
you
it
know.
back in here.
I'm supposed to be the president, but I'm a lame duck president, because I'm here, they're there, and I'm not doing anything. And as you know, communication is very hard. So we have delegated people in the person of Manny Maya, who is handling the roadmap, on how we are going to celebrate the Grand Emilio. So, if you want to bring back the Grand Emilio here in Las Vegas, and that's one of the votes or the things that we have discussed on the meeting during the picnic. But a lot of people went away before the votation. So the majority at San Nicolas, venue, won. And I wish I lost also my presidency because I cannot do anything. But anyway, on that note, we still can, with the rest of my term, which I think it's going to be next year too, we can have a reunion in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were saying, Manang, why don't you move it? Take it out from San Nicolas. But it's just a administrative or what you call governmental, decision. If you follow that, it is San Nicolas that was decided on. So, come Grand Emilio, we are going to push that there is a second Grand Emilio here in Las Vegas. So, okay, may I give this message during the meeting if you're not there? Okay. Maybe you can put it on the Facebook, but nice. Nice message. No angry words. Okay? Okay, so I'm glad, the consensus is, and that's a support, for us here. And I'll try my best to organize, if anyone can help me.